love our Thursday afternoons and the ability to bring to you questions and answers provided by our own Bishop Thomas in the Bishop's Corner.
Yeah, I love that. And the highlight question of the week kind of deals with in vitro fertilization. So let's listen to it.
Thomas from St. Joseph, Sylvania.
Thank you, Thomas. Sylvania is here.
Dear Bishop Thomas, IVF has been in the news a lot lately after the recent court ruling in the state of Alabama granting legal status of frozen embryos. Can you explain the Church's stance on IVF, especially pertaining to couples who are having difficulties conceiving? If the Church is open to life and growing the family, then is pursuing IVF the wrong way to go? Thanks.
Thank you so much, Thomas, for writing in from Sylvania. And I appreciate your question about this very, very serious and delicate topic. And just for those listeners who may not be as familiar with the acronym, and folks might know that I hate acronyms, but IVF is a familiar one. Folks, it means in vitro fertilization. So it's the implanting of the egg into the womb. And I will answer your first question very simply, Thomas. If the Church is open to life and growing the family, is pursuing IVF the wrong way to go? The answer is that yes, it is the wrong way to go, precisely because the Church is open to life and growing the family. That's why IVF is not morally acceptable for the Church. I'm going to throw a bunch of information at you because of the importance of this topic. And remember what my Latin teacher used to say in high school, throw enough mud at the wall, some of it will stick. I just want to throw a lot of information at you because of the gravity of this topic. So it has been in the news lately because Alabama granted legal status for frozen embryos. So these embryos that have obviously been fertilized, the egg is fertilized by the sperm, and they're in some sort of institution or building frozen. So the Church has been writing on this since 1987. Go to the sources. 1987, the document promulgated was Donum Vitae, gift of life. The instruction then also Dignitas Personae on certain biological questions in 2000, bioethical questions, in 2008. The Catechism of the Catholic Church, numbers 2373 to 2379, and the ethical and religious directives for Catholic healthcare. I hope you can see by how the Church has addressed it, how critical this issue is. So Donum Vitae states, the Church's teaching on marriage and human procreation affirms the inseparable connection willed by God and unable to be broken by man on his own initiative between the two meanings of the conjugal act, the unitive and procreative meaning. Artificial contraception separates the purpose of the conjugal act by eliminating the procreative purpose from the unitive. In vitro fertilization eliminates the unitive purpose from the procreative purpose. The doctor and the lab technician take the place of husband and wife in the act of conception. So the Church has never taught that it's our right to have a child, and unfortunately IVF objectifies the child and reduces and does away with human dignity. Let me just add that it's very, very important that people mention, well, then what do we do for these couples who are struggling? And I think we have to say the Church always says yes to life, because the Church is not a church of no, she's the church of yes. And so as a church, we promote NAPRO technology. If you don't know anything about it, Google it, research it. This is critical for Catholic couples struggling to have children. And the NAPRO technology success rate for treating infertility is higher than any in vitro process. These are critical questions that deserve critical, well thought out, and serious, sensitive answers. And I think they reveal why the Church teaches what she does about human life and its conception through the union of a man and woman in marriage, and not through the union of a petri dish.
Could you quickly just and you say the technology the church is supporting?
So Ron, I would suggest that people go to research
That's what I'm
NAPRO
saying.
technology, and we have folks who are skilled in teaching NAPRO technology and doctors familiar with that NAPRO
How
technology
would they reach them?
in our diocese. So they're welcome to call our pro-life office.
Wonderful.
And find out that information.
Perfect.
That is perfect. And that's just one of 5 questions that the Bishop will address this afternoon on the Bishop's Corner. Always looking for your questions as well as we sit down next time. Send it to bishop@annunciationradio.com. We'll make sure he gets the questions.
Yeah, I kind of love that, and the fact that our pro-life office has those resources in our own diocese. Just that outreach is incredible, and the amount of resources that Bishop Thomas has made available to us through them. I think it's, I've said this on the show before, I think it's unmatched. We really are the envy of every other diocese when it comes to the pro-life activity in our diocese.